Bizim dükkan da gitti abi.
Niye ama?
Gitti. Komple arkadan da
The year 2023 has marked a challenging period in Turkey's history as the country faced unprecedented natural disasters. From the onset of the year, a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake shook the nation, drawing thousands into a whirlwind of grief and loss. Before recovering from this tragedy, Istanbul, the jewel of Turkey, had to brace itself against the torrential rains on September 5th, as if nature wished to test the endurance of humanity. What message do these natural disasters convey? Are they merely routine storms, or do they carry meanings beyond our understanding? The rainy season in Turkey typically begins in November. However, 2023 witnessed an unusual turn of events as heavy rain started in September, causing severe consequences for the nation. In a short period, rainfall reached 125 millimeters, considered a record high in Turkey's history, submerging half of the city underwater. Residential areas, businesses, and public squares were flooded, creating chaotic scenes and complicating daily life for the citizens. Major roads disappeared under muddy waters, replaced by the sight of raging rivers sweeping away everything in their path. Many low-lying areas recorded flood levels up to 1.5 meters deep, completely paralyzing the city's transport system. Yet this was just the beginning of a series of disasters the country would face.
Her yer battı. Kıyamet kopuyor resmen. Çay taştı, kıyamet kopuyor.
Just 2 weeks after the natural disasters at the beginning of September, Istanbul, Turkey's largest city, was once again submerged underwater. On September 28th, sudden heavy rains particularly impacted the western part of the city, with many districts suffering the most as many roads and workplaces were deeply flooded.
Motor geçti, ne işi var?
The natural disaster quickly caused river levels to rise significantly, leading to overflows. Combined with water from higher ground and overflowing drains due to the overwhelming drainage system, small rivers were formed, sweeping vehicles away in the muddy currents. Most residents struggled to move through the accumulated water, with workplaces flooded and vehicles immobilized.
İnşallah buraya çok olmaz. Geçer. Renault gidecek. Eyvah, eyvah, eyvah, eyvah.
The rain also caused flooding in the Kadeli industrial estate. Vehicles were unable to move, forcing workers and students to walk through the streets turned into lakes to get home. In Butekmait, heavy rainfall resulted in deep floods, making it difficult to navigate through waterlogged areas at the Murati intersection.
Aha! Allah!
The relentless heavy rain throughout the day contributed to devastating floods, severely damaging many of the city's main roads. Streets turned into rivers, with water levels reaching up to waist height for pedestrians, and in some areas the water was so high that residents had to evacuate to higher grounds to seek temporary shelter. The drainage systems were unable to handle the mud, soil, and waste swept along by the water, causing local blockages and exasperating the flood situation. Widespread power outages added complexity to the rescue efforts, making communication and access to heavily affected areas extremely challenging. Authorities tirelessly worked to provide essential assistance and deployed rescue teams to save those trapped and support families impacted by the natural disaster. However, the power of nature proved difficult to control, and the serious consequences of this storm had long-lasting effects in the aftermath. Why must a peaceful nation endure such horrific disasters? Is this merely the consequence of climate change, as scientists have analyzed, or is it a form of purification that God brings to humanity for our sins? Both the Jewish Bible and the Islamic Qur'an describe a great flood, where the flood is not only seen as punishment but also as a new beginning, an opportunity for humanity to be reborn and start afresh. After the flood that lasted 40 days and 40 nights, all creatures not protected on Noah's Ark were destroyed.
Telefonlar çekmiyor.
When the disaster ended, God established a covenant with Noah and humanity, promising never to send a flood or destroy the earth, with the rainbow as a sign of this covenant. But how can we be sure that humanity will not face similar tragedies in the future? And are there solutions for humanity to escape doom if a great flood occurs again? How much percentage of belief do you have in the idea that a supernatural force has influenced and caused many disasters in human history? With the current development of science and technology, humans always want to be masters of nature, but its power is too great, and every step we take now is extremely difficult if we want to fully control it. One day, the weather may bring warmth and happiness everywhere, but it can also destroy a fertile and beautiful land. Before considering being judged by God, perhaps humanity should learn to respect the power of nature first. Please leave your discussion comments below the video comments section. Thank you very much for your keen interest, follow-up, and enthusiastic support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. For now, we say goodbye and look forward to seeing you in our next videos. Wishing everyone a warm day with your family.